today's adventure isn't really an adventure, it's a birthday celebration. A little bit of history turned 100 years old this year, and that is the Bog River Bridge. In 1925, this structure was built, and in 2025, it still stands as a magnificent structure, a historical structure here in Tupper Lake, New York. So prior to 1925, getting to the village of Horseshoe or Horseshoe Lake, you had to travel across this bridge. This bridge is about 2/10 of a mile off in State Route 421 and served as the main access across the Bog River to Horseshoe Lake. In the early 1920s, the American Legion camp needed adequate access off of Route 30 to access their camps, so the state built State Route 421 from Route 30, and the stone arch bridge over the Bog River was then built. But before that, this was the main access over the Bog River into Horseshoe. Pretty neat history. And currently they call this bridge the Goodman Bridge in honor of Andrew Goodman, the same mountain that's named after him, the activist whose family spent summers here in Tupper Lake. It was 100 years ago this year that Route 421 was constructed, and with it, this iconic stone arch bridge over the Bog River. Now just up from the bridge is the Bog River Falls, a popular swimming area for the locals and the tourists. Today, the Bog River Bridge serves as one of Tupper Lake's most beautiful landmarks. The Bog River here empties into Tupper Lake at the southern end of Big Tupper, creating this falls here in the Horseshoe Walled Forest. And as you know, Horseshoe is one of my favorite areas. One of the main attractions here at the Bog River Falls is the hike from the parking area just past the stone bridge that gives you this look of this magnificent structure. So the bridge over the Bog River was completed on August 29th, 1925, and they announced it would be open for traffic within days. The original name for the highway, State Route 421, was Veterans Mountain Camp Highway, but in 1926 the highway was designated as New York State Route 421. The roadway connecting Horseshoe Lake to Tupper Lake was built in 1961. And in 1981, the American Legion camp that this road served closed. And State Route 421's former routing to Warren's Point remained a state highway through 1999. Now State Route 421 is the only state route in New York State that dead ends just over 9.1 miles in from Route 30 to Horseshoe Lake. And I did read somewhere where someone visiting the area called this highway the most useless New York route as it dead ends in the middle of nowhere. And it does. So if you come from the village of Tupper Lake take New York State Route 30 to State Route 421, turn right onto 421 and travel about 7/10 of a mile, and you'll come across this stone arched bridge. You'll find a small parking area on the left just beyond the bridge. If it's warm, bring your swimsuits and swim at the falls. And this is where a lot of people like to swim. But for this 77-degree day, nobody is here. So maybe I'll take a stab at it. Here by the falls, there is a couple of picnic areas. There's an outhouse over there. You can have a fire. You can bring your picnic in here, but you can't camp right here. There is another picnic area across the road. So if you don't want to swim, bring the family up for a little picnic. Get some pictures, especially in the evening as the sun goes down. You'll get some magnificent pictures off the bridge. And there is the second picnic area behind me, and as always, if you carry in, carry out. Keep this magnificent area looking nice and pristine. Alright folks, you watched all the way through. Thanks for that. If you liked the video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, click the subscribe button down below. Continue to follow the adventure. And remember folks, tomorrow is no guarantee for any one of us. So disconnect from that Wi-Fi, connect to this out here. You won't be disappointed.